Just a week before the start of school for APS, one of its bus drivers is behind bars, accused of 4 cases of rape more than 30 years ago.
News 13's Gabe Chavez is live tonight outside of APS headquarters with that story. Gabe.
Dean and Jessica, APS tells us tonight that Ralph Martinez has been with the district since 2018, and when he was hired, he passed his background check. But new evidence has come to light, and investigators say it shows that he has been a predator in the past.
We're going to hold him completely and thoroughly responsible under the law.
61-year-old APS bus driver Ralph Martinez now facing charges in 3 rape cases from the 1980s and 90s, and he's linked to a 4th. The first victim in 1988, a 19-year-old, was sleeping at her home near Wyoming and Indian School. The following year, the DA's office says there was another victim, but she has since died. The next 2 victims were in August of 1991. One just blocks away from the scene of the first crime. A 35-year-old woman was raped in her home after a man broke in and threatened her with her own gun. Days after that, this same man broke into an 18-year-old's apartment near San Mateo and McLeod and raped her as well.
We have identified 4 victims that we believe are victims of this individual. That doesn't mean that it all stops there. We don't know. We continue to investigate these matters and these cases and any other individuals that are victims.
So, how did investigators make the connection after all these years? The first big break came in 2020, when the APD Sex Crimes Unit matched the DNA from all 4 cases, meaning they all shared the same perpetrator. Investigators ran that DNA through genealogy databases. 2 years later, it led them to Ralph Martinez. They found out he was an Albuquerque Public School's bus driver.
DNA was taken off of a bus, if you will, and some of the equipment that this individual was handling while he was driving a bus.
Investigators lifted DNA off the steering wheel, gear shift, and the buttons on the bus Martinez drove. Martinez does not have a criminal history, and with none of these crimes linked to him until now, he passed his background check to get the job with APS in 2018. The district attorney's office says even after all this time, they will be able to try these cases in court.
The statutes allow for the statute of limitations do not run until the DNA profile is matched with a suspect. And that is, so the statute of limitations is not an issue in this case.
Now prosecutors are planning to ask the judge to keep Martinez behind bars through his trial. Back to you.
All right, Gabe, thank you. APS says Martinez is now on leave pending the outcome of the investigation.